All right, gentlemen, welcome to the Totally Not Gay Winter Sports Battle Royale Tournament. So what we're going to be doing is we're playing Soul Calibur 6, so we're going to let the AIs fight it out. And what we have is we randomized the movies and randomized the fighters and matched them up. So each movie gets a fighter, and we put them into the bracket. And because each match is going to take a little bit, we're going to get it kicked off, starting with Sophidia and the Beast from the East, Yoshimitsu. Let's turn on some sound and we'll randomize the levels just to make it go quicker. So Sophidia is going to be rocking the shield and short sword, and Yoshimitsu with his, what would that be, a samurai sword, and all geared up. So I'll have to apologize for the long wait times on here, and hopefully I'll just fill it with some creative banter. But our first level will look like the Triangle of Death, and we're gonna go ahead and nickname Sophidia Queen of Titty City versus the Beast from the East, Yoshimitsu. Here we go. 1 round, 60 seconds, and Sophidia's starting it off with a quick slash, but Yoshimitsu comes back hard, going for a big soul charge and missed. Sophidia capitalizing on that, but Yoshimitsu right back on the attack. Oh, and she sweeps the leg, Johnny. Both going low. Oh, Yoshimitsu going for the sword bounce, but lost it right away. And again, Sophidia keeping up on the attack with those low strikes. Very smart against Yoshimitsu, but he charged up and missed and paid for it. Sophidia with a big win over Yoshimitsu. And there's the replay, the miss, and the big strike to finish him off. Yes, you are. Titty City with the victory. Alrighty. So going on to our bracket, we have Sophidia moving on. Let's do our next bout. We are going to have Zazamel versus Siegfried in our next fight. Those movies would be Extreme Ops versus Slapshot. That's Sophidia and Yoshimitsu. That was D3, the Mighty Ducks versus Copper Mountain, and D3 moved on with Sophidia. So now we're going to do Zazamel, which is Extreme Ops, versus Siegfried, who is Slapshots. So as you can see, Zazamel, he's rocking the sickle, and Siegfried, he's swinging around a giant sword. I guess you'd call that a claymore, but it looks twice as wide. He's always been my favorite player on the Soul Calibur games. Big on attack, keep the distance. But Zazamel with that scythe can keep the distance as well. So we'll see. This is a pretty good matchup. Let's see, we got some Roman Colosseum. All right, and here we go. Zazamel with the quick attack, bringing him in with some kicks. And a big swooping scythe hit, and got him. Well, we got some kind of charge up going on, and Zazamel got the best of that exchange. Siegfried coming back. He's got that power, only a couple hits, and he's right back into the fight. Sweeps him down, kick, good combo, and a knockout. He might even ring him out. Nope, right on the edge. Big comeback from Siegfried. That's the advantage of that big sword. He's never out of the fight. So that was Slapshot as Siegfried. Moving on. Alrighty, and then our next fight, we're going to have Killick versus Ivy, and those movies would be Blades of Glory versus Cool Running. This is a big matchup. Let's see if I can find these fighters here. There was Ivy, but we'll do it. There's Killick. And Ivy has cool runnings. Oh man, she is definitely giving Sophia a run for the Queen of Titty City right there. In fact, she might be the goddess of Titty City. There's quite a few in this game. I'm not going to say that's why it's one of my favorite fighting games, but it's up there. Weapon-wise, we've got, it looks like a bow staff versus a chain sword. Kind of a whip sword hybrid. She's tough. When she gets on the combo, she's really hard to break. So we'll see if Killick can keep that distance with the staff. He also has some pretty rapid fire combos, but I'd have to give the power edge to Ivy. Oh, right away with that whip sword, she gets him. It looks like she could keep a pretty good distance herself. She might not let him get in close, and she did and paid the price with a big kick. But I'm not sure if Killick wants to be keeping her at a distance. It looks like she's got the advantage. Went for a grab and blocked. Here's that combo I was telling you about. He could have kept going with that, but stopped. Didn't hurt him too bad. We got a pretty close match coming right down to the wire here. Both very guarded. Oh, and a miss, and Ivy capitalizes with that big combo and got him. So cool runnings with Ivy. Takes down Killick and Blades of Glory. Big win. The Titty City gals are running amok right now. I would not want to be betting against those ladies. On to the other side of the bracket. Ooh, we've got one of the tough ones to pronounce. Let's see here. We've got Shunghua. No, that's one. No. What the hell is her name? Song Mina. Man, there we go. Your best guess. I'm saying, we'll hear him pronounce it here. Yeah, Song Mina. Not bad. And then she's taking on Taki. There we go. Oh, two ladies duking it out.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. We shall. In the movies these ladies are fighting for, Song Mina is 8 Below, and Taki is Youngblood. Don't think I've seen either one of these. 8 Below's the Snow Dog movie, so good family friendly, I'm guessing. Song Mina, let's see here. 15. Yeah, 8 Below. Well, she says she never loses, but we'll see what Taki has to say about that. Looks like she's rocking, what is that, a Scrimma-Sticks? No, she's got a blade on those. That's a short sword. And Song Mina's got that spear with a blade on the end of it. I think Halberd, I believe. Coming out to an early lead is Song Mina. Finally, Taki gets a hit in. We'll see if she can mount a comeback, but it's looking pretty grim. Oh, and a nice combo there. And a kick to the guts is going to seal her deal. Yeah, it looked like it. She said she never loses, and she brought it. So we got Song Mina with the win. Kind of wish she didn't, because her name's hard to pronounce. All right, and our next battle, Maxie and Mitsuguri. Maxie we have as D2, the Mighty Ducks, and Mitsuguri, Ski School. Let's see here. There's Maxie with the nunchucks. He was always a fun character. because he has some pretty sweet combos where he doesn't let up. And then Mitsuguri, another samurai guy without kind of the face armor as Yoshimitsu. This is a tough one because Maxie, like I said, he's got those combos, but Mitsuguri is one of the title characters of the franchise, so you know, they don't leave him shy on skill here. So I would say my early money is on Maxie, but I'm hoping D2 gets bounced, so let's go Mitsuguri. And wow, we are in some kind of time dimension battlefield here. I feel a ring out coming on. This seems like a small venue. Mitsuguri with some big hits to start it off. That's what I'm talking about. And Maxie coming back at him with some nunchuck hits and those combos I was talking about. He's really good at just keeping those going and staying on the attack. Mitsuguri's going to have to mount a comeback here pretty quick, and if he doesn't, he's in big trouble. And a big miss cost him the fight. Maxie and D2, the Mighty Ducks, moving on to the next round.
Unless you want to die, give it up.
Alrighty. Next on our fight card, we had to do a create a character, and we did a random because we needed 21 fighters. Ooh, and I jumped the gun a little bit with that last fight. It doesn't matter. Moving on in the bracket, but we've got the creative fighter, our totally not gay fighter, randomized. Kind of an alien guy with purple fro and rocking pretty much double-bladed staff, kind of like a Darth Maul type weapon. And he is fighting for Hot Dog versus Voldo. Kind of another weird creature guy. And he is D1, the Mighty Ducks. That's kind of fitting. I absolutely hate Voldo in this game. He's a pain in the ass. He can be a pushover because he does this weird crawling on his hands thing and is an easy target. But it seems like when he gets on a run, he is just a pain in the ass and hard to stop. So I'm hoping our randomized, totally not gay fighter, purple fro, cool weapon, just takes it to him. Right now, both sides are running 3-3, matched up pretty evenly. But the Mighty Duck fighters are doing well, and that's just not good for anybody. All right. Ooh, that bridge kind of looked like Mortal Kombat 2. With the toasty guy would come across, could knock him down into the fire pit, or the spike pit. That's where you'd find Reptile. But wow, Voldo's rocking a nice little spike cod piece. Hopefully he doesn't get to use that against a totally not gay fighter, and he comes out swinging with some nice horizontal attacks, with Voldo with some kicks to kind of stave him off. And there's that fucking crawly thing that I absolutely hate. Puts a big stop to that, but he's throwing some big power punches, Voldo. And man, our totally not gay fighter's on the backside of this, and damn it! Couldn't block enough, and Voldo got the best of him. And the Mighty Ducks move on with Voldo. Colin, you are just killing it with your fighters and picks. And the spike cod piece of Voldo moves on to the next round. All right. Moving on. Back to the other side of the bracket. We have our number one ranked fighter, Raphael, versus the queen of Titty City, Sophidia. Raphael, he's another fighter I'm a big fan of. Kind of a pirate-looking fella. But he uses that rapier, and the combos you can... Oh, he's got glasses in this one. That's kind of weird. But I really liked his fighting style. It's kind of a cheap fighting style. Whenever you got into a mission that was really hard to beat, you go ahead and use Raphael because he could just spam this overhead attack with the rapier, and people couldn't get on the defensive or attack. So it's really kind of, he's kind of got that kick that Chun-Li has, or the palm strike from E Honda. He's got that going on for him. So he was always kind of the best guy if you need to get past him. We're in the desert now. Oh, and Amy awaits him. Don't know who Amy is, but... And here we go. Sophidia with a big charged hit to start it off. Man, she's looking strong in this tournament. Raphael went for a jump over and didn't capitalize, but there's a nice grab and stabs her right in the guts. And she shook it off and came right back at him. Not looking good for Sophidia. She's going to have to get that comeback going on. And Raphael got a little cocky and paying for it now. And here comes that comeback, and she might ring him out. Oh, and he dodged it, and a big hit. And a charge, and got her. And rung out. Nice. Raphael with the win. Knocking out D3 Mighty Ducks and Sophidia. Raphael playing for Santa's Sleigh. Moving on. Is that Goldberg that plays Santa in Santa's Sleigh, or is that a different movie that I'm thinking of? Either way, I'm rooting for Raphael and Santa's Sleigh on a personal note. I'm not a professional commentator, so I can have favorites. I don't care. On to the next round. We got, oh, this is the one that's hard to pronounce. It's Xianghua versus Astaroth. A big bulking guy with an axe. Gotta love that. So Xianghua is playing for Aspen Extreme and Astaroth with Ski Patrol. Wouldn't you just love to see that guy out on the slopes, riding the axe down? I think he would be a snowboard type of guy. Xianghua, I don't know, she could go either way, I think. Alrighty, what kind of level are we working with here? This is the time one again.
Looks like I have to give my all.
You are going to have to give your all against the bulking Astaroth with his axe, because she's only got that little sword. So she's going to want to keep it in close, fast, quick attacks, and keep him on his feet, or keep him off his feet, I should say. Looks like he can't ring out. She's got him tight against the wall. This is a great strategy. Ooh, and Astaroth gets on the other side. But she's got him on the ropes, boys. She's got to get him. Go, and hard. Man, that was a quick fight. Good for her, not letting up on him. That's the strategy if you want to beat those big guys. And Xianghua, yeah, it did, didn't it? She moved on to the next bracket, and that is Aspen Extreme. All right, our next fight, we have Talum versus Siegfried. We haven't seen Talum fight yet. Let's go ahead and find them. Ooh, Talum, she's look like she's got those cop weapons, but they got blades on them. I like that. And then she's going against Siegfried, the White Knight. And Talum, she is fighting for Goon. And Siegfried again with Slapshot. Ooh, these are two of my picks. Ooh, this one hurts. This is good either way. I love both of those movies. Again, Siegfried's probably my favorite fighter. So this is tough. Let's see here. Slapshot over Goon. I don't know. I think I'd have to go Slapshot over Goon for favorite movie, but that's close. I love both those hockey movies. Let's end this quickly. All right, we'll see if he can live up to that shit talking he's doing. And throwing two big, wild horizontal attacks missing, and she has no part of that. But with those big, powerful strikes, just stomping her, curb stomper. She's got some power, though. She came back big with some couple of hits. Siegfried, though, like I said, not out of it with his powerful strikes. If she misses a block, she could be out. But she's got him and done. She went low with just a couple of kicks and a little spin cuts and got him. Good blocks by her, and then a kick, and then get your knees the fuck out of here. Got him. So, Talon with Goon moving on. Just me, or did she look a little spaced out at the end of that fight? They might have to test her for some performance-enhancing drugs because she looked a little spacey. She didn't take that many hits. I'm not saying that's going to be a concussion, but there was definitely something going on wrong with her eyes at the end of that fight. All right, on to Nightmare. We have not seen fight yet. Nightmare is fighting for Better Off Dead and taking on Ivy. Let's see here. There she is. And Ivy in Cool Runnings.
I'll end this in no time.
They look like the weirdest bondage couple ever. He's got some weird stuff growing out of him. He's going to want her to get tested after that night of fun, with that growth coming out of the right side of him. Also looks like he's got a little spike going on. You could say he's a little horny one, maybe. That's enough of those jokes. All right. So Nightmare rocking another large sword. I believe that's the Soul Edge. And again, Ivy with that chain sword, whip sword. Nightmare was another big favorite of mine. In one of the Soul Calibers, he had the moves of Siegfried, so it's kind of like cool character with Siegfried's moves and the best of both worlds. Coming out strong with some big horizontal hits and a kick. Good combo. It took her feet right up from under. Best not to get her going at all with her combos. She grabbed him, stabbed him in the face. That's a big, big combo. Threw her sword up at him. And a nice little tornado of whipping and blades. Nightmare took it good. Took it right on the chin. Ooh, sweeped his feet out. We got a barn burner here, folks. Keep her on her toes and a big hit. Love that move. Big sweeping vertical hit and smash down on her head. That is the end of Cool Runnings, and Nightmare moves on and Better Off Dead. All right. Back to the other side of the bracket. We are going to have the guest character in this game, Geralt of Rivia, fighting Song Mina. So let's see here. Each one of these games does a guest character or two. In this one we have Geralt. And we're going to take on Song Mina. So Geralt has both of his swords with him in this game, but I don't know if he uses them both. I just kind of started playing on it. Downloaded it strictly for this because you could have an AI versus AI, and I'm actually really enjoying it. This is pretty fun. And Geralt is playing for Alive. So we have Alive versus 8 Below. Alright, we have a little bit of a forest level. And I think they can ring out on half of this level, so we'll see. We haven't had a ring out win. That one knockout came at the same time as the ring out. Geralt with a block right away, and good block and retaliation with it. Geralt, a very strategic fighter in the show. Looks like he's carrying that onto the game too. He's being very guarded, smart. And Song Mina not being able to penetrate Geralt's guard at all. Is he going to perfect this? Don't let her... He did. What a... Oh, man. What a fight. In dominating fashion, Geralt moves on. And that is Alive. Now, like I said, I screwed up a little bit. I jumped the gun, and we did that Maxi Mitsuguri fight and moved it on. So we're going to go ahead and skip down. You can tell I don't do March Madness much because brackets are a bit foreign to me, but we're working our way through it. It's kind of nice that these load times are not as bad as I thought. You don't have to listen to my goofy banter as much. So we've got next fight. This is a new character as well. Oh, he's going to save the human race. I would not have guessed. He looks like a creepy sorcerer. And 19, we have Voldo. Ugh. So as well is playing for Hypothermia. And he is taking on Voldo, which is the Mighty Ducks. It's weird. Half the characters in this game look like they are sex bondage characters, and the other ones are from a fantasy game, which seems kind of fitting. But then you've got, yeah, those bondage characters. The developers, they've got some skeletons in their closet for sure. Alrighty, again, Waldo, hate that guy. We'll see. As well as the new character, so we'll see how he does. He kind of has these, he can summon all the weapons. See, there we go, he's showing them off. He just kind of got the powers in his gauntlets there, it looks like. And, you know, Voldo's, he's just got spikes everywhere, so. Oh, throwing the axe at him big. That was an impressive move. He kind of threw some Astaroth and Yoshimitsu moves against him and spins him on the spikes. That's terrible for your back. Get up! Bring out! Oh, you missed your opportunity as well. And there's the big clash thing. I'm not sure what that means, but I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I haven't seen anybody get a big hit yet with that. Get him out. Don't you dare jump off. And as well, takes out Voldo. Thank God. With a big hit to finish. That was a good fight. That one went back and forth. And threw the big axe. I love that replay. Wow. I thought he said he was going to save the humans, and now he's talking about on the brink of death. This guy is bipolar. Like, he's still going. I like this guy. Hilarious. Alrighty, so that was Hypothermia moving on with Aswell. And now, the last of this round, we've got another character I wasn't familiar with, Grow. He has that double-bladed weapon that the Torinake fighter had. I was really hoping we were going to get to see him fight again. But he got knocked out against Voldo. So Aswell kind of came back on us. But Grow versus Cervantes, the pirate guy. He's got two swords. And I think one of them has like a gun on it, which is pretty cool. If I remember correctly, he had like a charge up move where he just blasts the guy. Maybe we'll see that in this fight. Grow is playing for Winter Break, and Cervantes is playing for Ski School 2. Wouldn't mind seeing a pirate ski movie mashup. You could watch that. I like skiing, I like pirates. Let's see how strong you are. This guy's got an eye patch too. I kind of like him. Grow. Okay, some good blocks to start it off by both fighters. And Grow getting the first big hit on him. But then started dicking around with his swords. But it paid off though. Good combo. Cervantes with a grab. And a throw and stab and a nice vertical under hit. I like that. Well, both measuring out each other pretty good. Some misses then. Grow's on the tag. He's got him. He's got him right where he wants him. If he stops and a big hit, there's that clash. See if he capitalizes. Cervanta has got the best of that exchange, but a big horizontal hit to finish it off. Sliced his throat. Nice replay. There's that hit that Cervantes got, but bam. He had enough of that shit. Grow. And winter break moving on. Alrighty. Alright, so there's our bracket. And we're going on to see who we're at the Elite Eight, see who the Final Four are. All right. So we've got our number 1 ranked Raphael, if I can find him. Here we go. Raphael and Santa's Sleigh versus number 8. That's, which one was that one? Xianghua. That's right. We'll see if you're ready for Raphael's rapid rapier attacks. Wow, left side 10-4. We're dead even at 3-3 for a minute there, but the left side really taking it to him. We'll see how the back half of the brackets go. Xianghua, Aspen Extreme. So Aspen Extreme versus Santa's Sleigh. On to the Final Four.
This is my big moment. I'm in.
Ooh, and a quick charge and slap with the rapier. Grab and blocked by Xianghua. Good dodge by Raphael, and there's a big combo. Good slice, grab, and blocked again. If he gets that grab, she's in big trouble. I would not hang out on the edge if I was Raphael, but some good rapid-fire strikes. That's that kick I was talking about. And he charged up, and she blocked it. That would have been the end of it, guys. She's on. Ooh, she's got a long way to come back and ring him out. Oh, my God, what a comeback. She was on death's doorstep, dodged a quick attack, some good blocks, and then he is a dumbass sitting on the edge. Santa's Sleigh and Raphael getting wrung out with a huge comeback by Xianghua. I should have known better. The one that was going to be hard to fucking pronounce. Was going to move on to the Final Four. And that is Aspen Extreme. And that fight was extreme. I thought for sure Santa's Sleigh and Raphael had that one in the bag. Good comeback. And our next fight, we're going to have Talum, which is Goon versus Nightmare and Better Off Dead.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Let's see. It would have helped if I would have memorized where everybody freaking was. There's Talum. Ooh, this is a mismatch right here. Talum versus Nightmare. But like we just saw, Xianghua brought victory from the clutches of defeat in that last fight. So we're not going to count Talum out. Before the fight even starts, but Nightmare, that's a big hitter. This is quite the challenge. Underdog story. Goon versus Better Off Dead. Can't remember if I've seen Better Off Dead. It sounds familiar. So this could be really good or really bad for me. Grabs him. Oh, and a block. Nice punch with the butt end of those little weapons she's got there. Nightmare with some big hits. Taking out almost half of her energy. But she came back strong with a good combo there. And we were dead even, but now Nightmare's got the advantage. And she's in the yellow, folks. She's not looking good. Nightmare with some big blocks and a big vertical hit. She's got some coming back to do, and this looks like it's over. With a grab and just a punch by that gonorrhea arm he's got. And that was the end of it. Here's the replay again. Grabbed her and get out of here with that shit. Nightmare. On to the final four. And that is Better Off Dead. And that's what Talon was, is Better Off Dead. To the other side of the bracket, we've got Geralt of Rivia versus Maxi. And that is Alive for Geralt and D2 for Maxi. This is another good fight. So again, Geralt being the guest fighter, which is never a slouch on these games. And then we've got Maxi with his high hit combo nunchucks. Is it nunchucks or nunchucks? I think it's nunchucks. You want to say nunchucks because I'm going to hit you in the head and make that shit numb. But I'm pretty sure it's nunchucks. We got a 10 and 6. 10 versus 6 side. Ever since they said that, the left side there, they've been hurting. So let's see if Geralt can change that. Kind of announcer cursed the left side there. Back at the Coliseum. Geralt's going with the regular sword, not the Witcher sword. Interesting move. And here we go. Ooh, Geralt was charging up. Maxi had no part of that. Ooh, hit him with a little Witcher power there. Good bounce back. Nice even fight. There's that charge and missed. But Maxi swinging it around. Geralt with a big hit. I don't know about this charge thing. It can go either way. It didn't pay off for him. Maxi got the better of that. Geralt's got a glowing energy bar. I don't know what that means, but God, nice even fight. Here's that charge up. Maxi missed on the bounce. But a sweep of the leg. Geralt, can you get this comeback? He drank something. Next hit. Oh, what a fight. Came down to a sliver of energy. And I think Geralt took a shot. That's going to charge up anybody. Look at that. What a fight. Fight of the night so far. Geralt of Rivia and Alive beating Maxi in D2, the Mighty Ducks. Geralt making it to the final four on a shot of whiskey. Gave him that extra surge of energy and came out with a victory. What a fight. And the last fight of our Elite Eight, we're going with Aswell, the Sorcerer, and he is fighting for hypothermia. You fucking weirdo, against Winter Break and Grow. So two newer characters to me. This should be interesting. Aswell seems like another one of those overpowered characters. You know, he gets everybody's weapon at his disposal. With those gauntlets, those power gauntlets. Usually that's a sign of a character he's a little bit more overpowered. But we'll see if Grow and his one eye can take out Aswell. And that's Winter Break versus Hypothermia.
All I have to say is die.
Ooh. And here we go. Nice grab by Grow in an early lead. Going for the ring out, but he moved. And they both went out. But Grow first, so Aswell gets the move. What an idiot. He had him. He had him. Aswell moves on. And that's Hypothermia and Aswell with a big win. Quick fight. Looked like Grow was going to go for the ring out, but then he sidestepped. That was a terrible move. And Aswell capitalized on that. So on to our final four. We're going to find out who the two movies are. And we've got number 8. Xianghua versus Nightmare. Nightmare has been taking out all the smaller characters. We'll see if he can keep it up. And we've got Aspen Extreme, Xianghua versus Better Off Dead, Nightmare. Big fight here.
Now, the noble wolves carve their souls into their swords.
Looks like I have to give my all.
You are going to have to give your all against Nightmare or you are not going to make it. Nightmare's looking to devour a soul? I like it. Big horizontal shots by Nightmare to start it off. And a good dodge and another big smashing hit. Ooh, vertical swing right over the top of her head. Psyched her out with the first miss and hit her again. Oh, here we go. There's the clash. See who comes out on top. Looks like a tie. Nightmare with a big miss and Xianghua capitalizing on it. She's going to need to stay on the attack. Good blocks by Xianghua. Her soul gauge is charged. She could hit him with a big move right now. She's going to have to. She's low on the energy meter, but a good comeback. Got to stay on that combo. And she does with a giant uppercut to take out Nightmare. Good comeback win from Xianghua. And that is your west side of the bracket champion, Aspen Extreme, and Xianghua. Now on to the east side of the bracket. We are going to have Geralt of Rivia versus Aswell. And that's going to be Alive versus Hypothermia.
The stage of history retold.
Geralt of Rivia
Show me what you got.
versus Aswell.
I am looking forward to this.
So are we, Aswell. So are we. Running along on the video here. I hope you guys are still with me. Keep me in the background. This is going to be a good fight. Alive and Hypothermia. I'm going to guess those are both survival movies. I think I've seen Alive. Maybe I'll have a cannibal sandwich while we watch Alive if that one happens to win.
Attracts more chaos than customers.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
The Witcher
You impress me. Shall we begin the experiment?
versus the Sorcerer. Aswell off to an early lead. Some big blocks there. Ooh, and a big combo from Aswell. Geralt's fallen pretty far behind. He's going to have to mount a pretty good comeback right now. Flirting with a ring out there. We've seen Aswell come out on top on those ring outs. And Geralt is not looking good, and he's done. Aswell, so powerful. And that is your East Side champion, Aswell and Hypothermia. Now to find out who our champion is, which movie we're going to watch first. We've got Xianghua and Aspen Extreme versus Aswell and Hypothermia.
Welcome to the stage of history.
What a bracket we've had so far. We've had comebacks. We've had some just straight up ass kickings. Got to see a little Titty City.
Let's do this.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
I am looking forward to this.
Alrighty, in our last fight of the bracket, the championship round, championship match, Xianghua versus Aswell. Early on, I would have guessed Aswell was going to do pretty good, but I never would have thought Xianghua was going to make it through that stacked competition she had to fight through. She took on the big boys in this bracket challenge. Astaroth, Raphael, Nightmare, all big hitters, and she came out on top. So we'll see how she does against the Sorcerer with all of the weapons at his disposal. And here we go. She's shit-talking a lot in her fights. I kind of like that. And she gets the early lead. Aswell trying to block. He was successful early, but it looks like she's really going high and low and keeping him guessing. Dominant performance so far, but Oswell starting to mount the comeback. And is it too little too late? It might be. The quick and agile Xianghua with a big win. Dominating performance in the championship. Not taking any of the old guy's shit. Xianghua. Aspen Extreme. Your totally not gay winter sports champion. With the second place going to Aswell in Hypothermia. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get it.